If you got offered $1 million but it meant that every traffic light you approach will be red, would you take it? Why or why not? Yes. Because I am more annoyed by my poorness than driving. The amount of time I waste sitting at red lights would not nearly reach the amount of time I spend working. With $1 million and my current expenses, I wouldn't need to work for 20 plus years. And that money can make me more money in the background. So yeah, it would be stupid not to take it. If you charge by the minute, you could actually use it to make extra money as a taxi driver. Now this is a plan. An evil one to boot. Hello Satan. Ride a bicycle. Bicycles are anarchy. They are allowed to go against a red. U-turns and right on reds are usually allowed. You telling a bicyclist what they're allowed to do is like telling the same to your cat. They glare at you a little and later take a vengeful crap in the middle of your bed. Sure. It seems I hardly ever come up to a green light anyways. Sure, I could learn the routes with the least stoplights for $1 million. Yay, and it's not too bad if you know it'll be red every time. Plus no one said you had to stop at the red lights. $1 million will pay for a lot of traffic tickets. Edit, my first ever award. Thank you. Getting caught running red lights numerous times is an easy way to lose your driver's license. Edit, no shit, you can throw money at the problem to make it go away, but if that's what you're seriously going to invest $1 million in, then your priorities are probably out of whack. Also, $1 million is a lot, but not duck you. I can do whatever I want whenever I want for the rest of my life money. Right at red, U-turn, right again. Edit, where's my ducking gold? Edit 2, where's my fucking platinum? I always think about doing this. Yeah, we don't exactly have too many traffic lights where I live. Sign me the duck up. Edit, holy shit, this blew up. Thanks for the upvotes. I would buy a 1967 Shelby Mustang Cobra 500, my dream car, and be happy to sit in it at every light so people can see me driving it like a baller. Lol. Edit, I have no idea how Reddit awards work or what they do, but they look cool, so thank you. Lol. Hey, don't steal my dream like that. Our dream. Unexpected communism. Roar communism. Edit, our plan is coming into place, comrades. Soon we will spread our communism to the world and everyone will become ours, and we become theirs. Together we will create peace and we will show the world how communism is good in the way it was wanted. We will not create a peace destroyer, instead a peacekeeper. ROISIS sub. You can dump $1 million into a dividend stock, for example Maine, and take home about $5,000 per month after taxes without ever touching the principal amount. If I do some napkin math based on my current commute and a typical red light length of 90 seconds to 2 minutes, I'm going to effectively get paid $1,600 per hour to sit at those lights. So yeah, I'll take that offer. This guy hypotheticals. Yes. I don't drive. There's pedestrian red lights too, though. I don't care, no cars, I walk, my country got no stupid jaywalking rules. I never understand why countries have such laws anyways, like I cross the road safely as do the majority and there are still accidents, but it's the same as countries with these laws, so it makes no sense to have them. Went to Poland on business once. My project manager had to explain what jaywalking was before we went out in public. I thought he was ducking with me. Wait, WTF, your womble lol. I literally just watched one of your videos like 5 minutes ago. I don't even know why I happened to read your username Lamau as for the jaywalking. I'm in Canada, and we have laws for it here. I think it's targeted more towards the assholes who randomly run in front of your car and ignore the crosswalk that's like 20 steps away than the average safe street crosser. As for the jaywalking, I'm in Canada, and we have laws for it here. I think it's targeted more towards the assholes who randomly run in front of your car and ignore the crosswalk that's like 20 steps away than the average safe street crosser. There's no excuse for not looking, but sometimes jaywalking can be a deliberate choice that involves more than just distance. There's 2 crosswalks I jaywalked because they're unsafe. One is by my bank, and the walk signal coincides with a green right turn arrow. People always reply to me when I share this story saying that's impossible. but I assure you, it is a thing. Cars do not look, because they have a green and assume you're walking against the signal. See, that's impossible. This is an unsafe crossing, and after nearly getting creamed by a psychotic old lady, I started crossing in the crosswalk but against the light, waiting until it's clear and making a run for it, when it was actually safe to do so rather than whenever the crosswalk decided it was time to sacrifice a pedestrian. The other one is a corner crossing at a stop sign, and again, turning cars don't look. Visibility is crap because there's a brick wall blocking their line of sight as well as my ability to see them coming, but instead of edging out until they can see, they just YOLO straight through the crosswalk. This crossing is so unsafe that I won't even use it. I cross in the middle of the block instead. You're getting paid? So I get paid $1 million to live the exact same life I already live. Sweet. Yeah, I would just walk or take the subway. Rail lines also have light signals. I hope you don't live in my area. Oh dear, imagine if the passengers find out why the train is constantly delayed. Be like Inception, where all the people slowly zone in and kill you. These questions are genuinely so stupid. No human who isn't already a millionaire would ever say no to this. With $1 million you're literally set for life. Edit, a bit surprised at the amount of people saying $1 million isn't enough to live off. Is $1 million a huge sum over the course of a life? Not really. But if you get it all at once? Absolutely. If you go live in a house in the countryside, maybe work for a few years, invest your money and don't blow it all on hookers, it is enough for sure. It completely eludes me how such an obviously stupid question can get thousands of upvotes and serious replies. I'm not always the sharpest tool in the shed, but what we're witnessing here is actual brain death. It gives people the excuse to fantasize about being wealthy while they come up with an answer. That feels kinda nice if you only rake in $20K a year. Abso-duck-and-lootly. I'll leave my house 30 minutes early just in case on every trip for $1 million. That definitely buys enough weed for me to reduce any petty frustration about the red light. Plus, if it's a known thing, it won't be as bothersome. The potential to not hit a red light makes it frustrating to hit one. Just knowing that it's gonna happen removes that mental issue. That's how I feel about traffic. When I'm already expecting it, it bothers me much less than when I hit it unexpectedly. Yes, because that shit happens me anyway. Doesn't mean I have to stop. I'm an firefighter, so I would just drive code 3 everywhere. Ducking volleys. Yes, helicopter. I don't know if y'all be hanging from a drone or something, but Therese, no way you'll get that for 1 meter after taxes. I don't think you have to pay taxes on hypothetical sums of money like this. These $1 million questions are always dumb as duck. Seriously, why is this not removed? Every single answer is yes, of course. What am I missing? You get $1 billion but you need to breath, would you take it? Yeah, totally worth it for the minor inconvenience of having to stop at every light. I know which routes to take in my town to avoid most stoplights anyway. Sure. Why not? I'm in no hurry. Give me the money. Probability of a light being green is less than 20%, I can deal with that. In a heartbeat. Why are these dumbass questions allowed? Bro, I'll just buy a helicopter. You could erase 10 and I'll still do it. Hell no. Yes. I would learn to be early on time. Practice mindfulness every time I drive and well money. Yup. 'Cause I wouldn't be in a hurry ever again. I'm a very patient person, they'll take it. Well, yes, of course. I already live in a country where that is the case. Smart traffic lights measure how many cars are waiting and then remain green just long enough to let those standing there go through. That means that 90% of the time the light is always red for an approaching car. Your question doesn't even make sense because the concept of a light being green when you approach is almost non-existent in a place with smart traffic lights.